Hello, my name is Amanda Watson, and today we're going to do a lesson on teaching first and second graders, sometimes kindergartners, how to add and subtract as well as odd and even numbers. We're going to be using two dice, and I chose to get the big pink fluffy ones because pink I'm a girl and fluffy so that the kids could see. I would also probably buy these for the kids as well so they weren't using little bitty dice. I could see that as a problem in the class. And they would separate into groups of 2 or 3, and you would give each kid a dice, each child a dice, and let them roll their dice, and then as a group they would add the numbers and then subtract the numbers, starting with 1 and 2 dice, and then adding the third as they got better at it. They would then come to the board and write their answers down, like write their problems and write their answers down, like 1 or 2, pick some, and tell you whether their answer was even or odd. And also on the paper that they were turning as a group, they could tell whether the answer was even or odd, and explain what an even number is, being anything that you can take and separate equally into 2 would be an even number. So like 4 is an even number because you can have 4 apples and give one child 2 and another child 2, and it separates evenly. You can't have 2 children and 3 apples and get an even number. It doesn't. 3 is not an even number. For each of them to have 2, more than 1. You would also be able to do this with an older group with multiplication and division, as well as negative and positive numbers, because then you could take a bigger number or a smaller number and subtract a bigger number from it and get a negative number. Also, multiplying like 3 times 2 would be multiplication. Division, you could do 4 divided by 2. Addition would be 5 plus 4. You would also use that to teach the kids that the big number always goes on top in subtraction, unless the problem is already set up with a smaller number and you're taking away a bigger number. But again, that would go into negative numbers, and I'm not covering that today. And then once all that was done and they had their group time, you would send home a homework sheet, which I made myself because I couldn't find one that I liked off the internet, as well as what I was able to do. It's not hard to do. It's just 12 problems. Mostly addition, some subtraction, and if you were doing a higher grade, you could also do some negative numbers on there as well. Answer any questions they may have about addition and subtraction, and showing them how you can group the different numbers, and get your answers. And I believe that is it. Thank you so much.